Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net. My name is Ryan Osborn, and Fullerton College can add another notch to the W column as they beat Moore Park on Saturday by a final score of 62-6. And since the defense was the one who stood out on Saturday, we're going to talk with the defensive coordinator in Brian Crooks. So we're here with the defensive coordinator for Fullerton College, Coach Brian Crooks. Coach Crooks, your team is second in scoring in the state. What do you attribute that to?
Our kids just playing their butts off, uh, gang tackling, running around, hitting people, being aggressive, scoring points on defense is a huge thing. I think the last 3 games we've had a pick for a touchdown, and then 2 picks for touchdowns and a block punt for touchdown on the last one. So scoring on defense is huge. Our offense is a high-power offense, but anytime we can score on defense, it makes it even better.
You have an aggressive defense. Is that something that you pride yourself on?
Yeah, I'm kind of old school. I'm aggressive. I'm not going to sit there and let the offense just dictate to me. I'm going to dictate to them. So if I can get pressure on them, make them feel uncomfortable, that's what I'm going to do.
D'Angelo Ross, one of the leaders for your defense, what kind of security does he give you?
I know he's going to cover their best guy, and I know he's not going to get beat. And he's a technician in what he does, and I have trust in him and the rest of the DBs that they can cover. And like I said, we're aggressive when we go after them, and I have faith in them. I can call cover zero. I know they're going to cover, and we're going to get pressure and get the quarterback.
How would you rate your defense overall on the season?
Overall, I think we're above average. I'd say can we be great? Yes, but we have to just keep on and on and on. We get 200 yards rushing against Cerritos, but the last 3 games we've been improved to hold them under 100 yards, and you can always do better. That's you watch the film, and you're like, we're good, but can we be great? Right now we're a good defense, but I think there's potential to be great.
In that Mount Sac game, you held them to 9 yards rushing. Would you say that was your best defensive game thus far?
Well, last week was pretty close. We only had 150 yards total offense. So, um, those last 2 weeks, our defense has been playing really, really well, running around, causing turnovers, and and playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Is there a game that you look at and you say, man, I wish I had that game back?
This year, probably Cerritos game. I wasn't very happy with Cerritos. I don't like getting run on, and with them getting 200 yards of rushing on us over, that I wasn't very happy with that effort. Something about holding them, rushing, and making them throw the ball that allows our defense to be aggressive. And if I had it all to do, I want to play better against Cerritos.
Now, on your defense, you have guys on each level of defense, all 3 levels, that you say are one of the leaders. What is their impact on the game?
It's overall ability to make plays, the lead on the sideline, lead on the field, be vocal leaders, be leaders by action. Ross is our DB leader, Parcells is our linebacker leader, and Quentin Yonts is our D line leader, and they get all the guys going together and get them playing together.
Thank you, Coach. We look forward to the next game against Grossmont, homecoming.
I appreciate it. I'll be waiting this weekend, taking a little break, and then come back and go on first conference against Grossmont. That'll be fun.
Thank you, Coach. So we're here with DeAndre McNeil. DeAndre, you started to heat up as the last couple of games have gone past. What's been the key to your success?
Key to success, for me is just going out here with the team, making sure I'm ready as an individual, then also helping the team out, making sure everybody's on the right page, and just my motivation of what I want to do in life. So that's my biggest thing with everything right about now.
What's something that Coach Griffin has been working with you on?
Definitely my physical ability, because I'm a big receiver. He always refers me to Dez Bryant, so he always holds me to that accountability, that potential. So every single day, he expects nothing but me to strive for that every single day.
What's something that drew you to Fullerton College?
Coach Austin. I mean,
Really?
he a real cool dude. And then I also did a little bit of research on Coach Griffin as well. So I mean, those two guys I would always really would love to play for. So I was like, why not this be the perfect opportunity for me to play for them and them help me get to where I need to be back at, which is at the Division I level.
When you have a athletic type a quarterback, how do you make sure that you're in rhythm with him?
It's really really pretty easy because we're all from me and Jordan from the same town. I mean, we played against each other in high school, so
Really?
yeah, and we trained with we have the same trainer back at home in Dallas. So I mean, this is nothing new to us. It's just us building on our chemistry and just making it better and perfecting it to the best.
So when you have a guy who did go against you in high school, all of a sudden he's a teammate. How does that work?
A little every single day. I always remind him because in high school we played against each other, and we played against each other, and of course my team won. So every single day we come out here. I mean, we always like, hey man, you remember high school? I used to beat up on you. So I mean, it's really fun. We just carry it over. It's just now it feels good for me for both of us to be on the same team and winning at the same time.
What do you feel is your biggest attribute as a receiver?
My consistency, I would definitely say that. I mean, my whole thing is to catch the ball and get upfield and just be a playmaker. But my main goal is make sure I'm in the end zone at the end of every single game. And if I don't, I mean, I'll just have to find a different route to help perfect the team. If it's blocking or making precise catches or creating a new possession by making tough third down catches. So whatever's going to help the team out, I mean, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You talk about team a lot. Is that something that the coaches really make sure that they press into you guys?
They do, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that because I'm the new guy. I'm the new sheriff in town. I just really want to push that to let them know, like, I'm not just here for DeAndre. I'm also here for them as well because I want them to be the best at whether if it's blocking, running the ball. I mean, no matter what it is, I just want them to be the best. So you got to have all of that with me preaching about team, and then when you focus more about the team, you care less about yourself. So that's my whole agenda with it.
Part of the responsibilities for a wide receiver is that you do have to block for the run. How do you make sure that you also keep your skills up on that aspect?
My feet. Matter of fact, I don't have feet. I have ankles. That's how I relate to it. So I just make sure my feet and my ankles are exactly where they need to be. We have the ladders out here. We have the cones out here. Staying after practice, working on it. So you can never practice something that you love the most. So that's my whole maintain goal for it.
What's been your greatest football memory thus far in your career?
Here at Fullerton or just in
Overall,
general?
in general.
Just me being able to, I would honestly say for me being able to bounce back from where I come from, so that's, and this, of course, give all the props to Fullerton for giving me a second opportunity to play football and get an education, further my education, so I would definitely have to say that it's just me getting a second chance, and I got a lot of people to prove wrong.
What is your biggest highlight in Fullerton now?
Oh, man, biggest highlight in Fullerton is living in California, I guess. I'm from Texas, so we don't see this stuff every day, like the mountains and the beach. I mean, no, you can go to Galveston, but it's nothing like the Pacific Ocean. But biggest highlight is just being around a brand new, different group of people and just being able to bond with them, create relationships, and just networking with people. So that'll be my biggest highlight, honestly.
Well, thank you, DeAndre. We look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we go from American football to international football with the head coach of the men's soccer team here at Fullerton College, Coach Greg Aviles. Coach Aviles, what has set your team apart so far?
It's a lot of hard work and dedication. Our guys have really bought into us, just showing them a new culture and just understanding the pillars of our program and what it's going to take to be successful both on and off the field.
You're in a tough OEC conference. However, you guys have been up to the challenge thus far. What is your team's best attribute?
I honestly I think they just believe in the system. They believe in what we're trying to do here as a program. They believe in what we're trying to help them accomplish in life, and they understand what our goals are and what our game plans are as far as being in the game. And to top it off, I think we've got a pretty talented group.
What went into the decision in naming your captain?
For us, we have three pillars in our program. It's a strong, confident man, it's a successful student athlete, and it's a top-notch soccer player. And so for us, it was the guy that on our squad that fit all three pillars. And and Corey was it. He's a 4.0 student. He's a hard-working player, and and he's a great leader. So for us, it was pretty much it.
How would you define your style of soccer?
As far as our tactics, we're about everybody working together. It's a team concept for sure. We're very much attacking minded. We feel like if we can press and we can push the ball forward and create a lot of chances in the final third, we're going to be very successful.
How has Edwin allowed you to go on that scoring attack a little more?
He's a very versatile player. We can slide him in many different sets. We can put him in different matchups. He's just got a lot of different things to his game. He's very explosive with the dribble, and he's very savvy when it comes to as far as knowing the game. So he just allows us to give us some different looks from time to time.
Well, as you continue the season, and of course playoffs are coming up, how do you keep your players from looking too far ahead?
From us, since the beginning of summer, it's always been one day at a time, and they understand that, the games are the reward. What we do on the day-to-day basis and how we approach every day of training, how we approach everything outside of our program is just that's what we do. And for us, the games are the reward and just a chance to showcase what we've accomplished throughout the week.
What's your favorite part of coaching?
Just really working with the players, getting to know them as young men, but more importantly, especially here at Fullerton, is helping them achieve some of their goals and helping them off to the next step.
You yourself have a lot of both international experience and experience here in the U.S. How do you use that to train your players?
It's just with all that experience, it's just, kind of understanding where they come from, and being able to relate to them in different ways and being, very diverse myself as far as knowing, just different cultures, different settings, different backgrounds. It just allows us to translate what we want to the guys and help them understand what we want from them.
What's your personal preference, a tight 1-0 game or a high-scoring game?
Well, everybody wants a high-scoring game for us, especially if we're winning by a lot. But, as for us, it's not really about what the scoreboard's showing. It's about, are we doing the things that we came in to do? It doesn't matter what the scoreboard's saying. If we're not doing the things that we're supposed to do, then it's not a quality game from us.
On defense, who do you think is your leader back there?
Well, for sure, it's Corey Edwards, our captain, and Machar Gomez is another leader for us who plays our holding center mid, but he slides into the back and becomes part of the back line through the run of our play. But both Corey and Machar, I would say, are leaders back there.
Well, thank you, Coach. We look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of the season.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So with the win on Saturday against Moore Park, 62-6, Fullerton College comes away with the win. Their defense, 3 different scoring touchdowns as they get 2 interception returns for a touchdown and 1 block punt for a touchdown as well. Their defense is ranked number 3 in the state of California, and they're top 10 in all defensive categories as well. Fullerton College, well, their season thus far with the 5 wins, they go against Santa Ana, and basically they just roll right over the Dons. The very next week they go up against Cerritos. It was a little bit more of a tough, gritty game, and that's what you heard from the defensive line coach, Tom Deep, after the Cerritos game. It was something that Fullerton College, they needed to be able to experience, and they come away with the win against Cerritos. After that, they go against College of the Canyons, and they score 59 points, very nearly getting the 60 that Coach James Griffin had predicted beforehand. Afterwards, they had a big, tough rivalry game against Mount Sac. They beat Mount Sac, second time in 2 seasons. It was kind of the revenge for that playoff game a few seasons ago. So they beat Mount Sac and they improved their record to a total of 4-0. And then last Saturday, well, they go up against Moore Park, and there was no stopping the Hornets' offense as Jordan Hoy threw for another 3 touchdowns on Saturday and over 280 yards. Fullerton's defense, once again, they're ranked top 10 in the state of California. Here on SportsNetUSA.net, well, you got Golden West football, who right now is in a little bit of a stumble. They're 1-4 right now after another loss. Golden West is trying to figure out an answer on offense, and they're trying to get things going once again. They have the bye week, as most all teams here in the state of California do as well. You go to Sacramento City College with Randy Ratier up north. Well, Sacramento City, they're ranked number 9 in Northern California. Right now they have a record of 3-2 after a loss against Santa Rosa. LA Valley, they're ranked number 1 in the American Conference here in Southern California because it's Robert Tucker's defense that has been getting the job done. They're ranked number 1 in the state of California, only giving up 10.5 points per game. So those are all the teams here on SportsNetUSA.net. If you don't count the Hornets, once again, the Hornets are going to have their homecoming game. That's going to come up here in 2 weeks. It's going to come up against Grossmont. There's going to be a pep rally here at Fullerton. And if you want, you can get a bus ride out to the game from the Fullerton College campus. However, you do have to get the tickets here on campus at the pep rally. And since we are talking about the Fullerton College campus, the man who covers all things Fullerton College athletics, Vincent Garcia, he talks all things Fullerton College Hornets. This week he got a hold of the captain of the men's soccer team, Corey Edwards, In addition to the defensive line coach here for Fullerton College football, Coach David Robinson, Vincent Garcia, if you want to listen to his Fullerton College Sports Weekly, you can listen to that on 90.1 FM, KBPK, or you can go to the TuneIn app, search KBPK, as well as the Radio Loyalty app, also search KBPK. Once again, that's Vincent Garcia with the Fullerton College Sports Weekly. I'm Ryan Osborn, and this has been the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net.